Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at General Grievous from the 30th Anniversary Collection. Now this guy is pretty cool, but before we take a closer look at him, let's go ahead and take a look at his packaging. So here it is, pretty standard for a carded figure from the 30th Anniversary Collection. Nice image of Grievous up here in the corner, and then whenever you flip it around over onto the back, you can see an image of Grievous from the movie. Then down here it's got an image of the actual toy itself. And then right above that, there is a brief description. And of course, if you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. And then finally, down here, it shows off some of the other figures that were released around the same time. So pretty standard stuff overall. So let's go ahead and get back to the figure. Now Grievous stands at, let's see, 4 1/4 inches tall. So he's right in scale with all of your other 3 3/4 inch figures. You know, obviously he's a huge character, so it is good that Hasbro made him much taller than your average figure. Now he does come with a couple accessories, actually a lot of accessories. Let's go ahead and run through those. Now the first one is obviously a blue lightsaber, and he does come with 2 of those. I'll show them both off here. Very, very basic, just silver handles and then nice translucent blue blades on these. And they do actually fit in the hands of the figure nice and tightly, which is always good. And then his next accessories are these 2 green lightsabers. Same thing here, very basic overall, and then just a nice green translucent blade. And then his final accessory is one of the collectible coins. Obviously this one is a Revenge of the Sith coin. Pretty cool overall, but always with the movie ones you end up getting a ton of these at the end of the day. Now as far as articulation on this figure goes, it's not great overall. We'll go ahead and run through it. We'll talk about why later. But he's got a ball peg in the head with a nice range of motion. That works fairly well. Then he's got swivels in his shoulders, and then he's got a second set of swivels that let his arms come in and out, and that is the same on both sides. Then no articulation in the torso. Then he's got swivel hips, excellent range of motion there, ball hinge knees with the swivel, and then that's it. So the reason that the articulation on this figure is so limited, at least I think, is the action feature. Now, when you've got all of the lightsabers in his hands and everything, you can kind of splay the arms out like this, and then whenever you push down on his head, makes him flick his arms back and forth a whole lot. Frankly, this had the potential to be a really great figure, but I think that they kind of lost it by putting in the action feature. You know, if they had articulated his chest and maybe done more conventional articulation on his arms, I think it would have been one of the better Grievous figures. However, because of that, I don't know, it just kind of loses something in my mind. Don't get me wrong, it's not like terrible or appalling, but this is just not the greatest Grievous figure. Frankly, if you want like a perfect Grievous figure, and you know, why wouldn't you, I would suggest that you go with the Vintage Collection one or any of the ones that's on that same body, just because this one, I don't know, it just feels a little lackluster, and it always kind of felt lackluster to me. This is a figure that I've actually had since I was a child, and even back then, it just, I don't know, it just never did it for me. I always wanted it to be more articulated and stuff, and more accurate. So anyway, if you have any comments or questions, just hit me up on my social media. The links for that down in the description below, and I guess I'll see you later.